The Hampton man accused of killing his 4-year-old son is out of jail tonight. A judge granted Cory Bigsby an $80,000 bond today. This comes a week after prosecutors charged him with murder and the disappearance of his little boy, Codi. Sarah Hammond joins us in the studio now to explain why he was granted bond and what happens next.
Well, Cory Bigsby has spent the last year in jail. He's charged with 30 counts of child neglect and abuse, as well as, like you said, murdering his son and hiding the body. But many in the community are asking why he was granted bond on this murder charge, but repeatedly denied on the lesser charges. Cory Bigsby walked out of the Hampton Roads Regional Jail Wednesday night.
So he has already been released. He was released around 7:15.
A judge granted his $80,000 bond during a hearing in Hampton Circuit Court. Bigsby is accused of killing his 4-year-old son, Codi, and concealing his body. As a condition of his bond, Bigsby will have to be on an electronic monitoring system and will live with his oldest daughter in Norfolk. He won't be able to leave the house or contact his other children. Mario Lorello, a criminal defense attorney, says the outcome is a little unexpected given that bond was denied multiple times regarding the lesser child neglect charges.
I think it is surprising on some levels because when you look at what's occurred procedurally, he received a bond on that charge despite never having received a bond previously on the less serious charges.
Bigsby's attorney, Amina Matheny Willard, argued in court Wednesday that with strict monitoring, he would not pose a threat to the public.
What the court is looking at is whether or not he's at flight risk and whether or not he's a danger to the community. And so on those prior bond hearings, obviously the court found at least one of those two conditions were met.
He says this time it could have come down to the evidence.
One of the factors that the court has to consider is the weight of the Commonwealth's evidence. And if there's not a lot of information that's being provided by the prosecutors to the court and to the judge, then they don't really have a lot of information that they can weigh that factor with.
As for what's next, Lorello says because there are two sets of charges proceeding in unison in two separate courts, a judge will need to decide whether or not to combine the charges, keep them separate, or only proceed on the murder charge. Back to you.
And Sarah, Hampton Commonwealth's attorney Anton Bell argued against the bond being granted. He said because the judge previously denied Bigsby bond several times just on the child neglect charges, this hearing should be no different. He said by giving Bigsby bond, it gives him an opportunity to obstruct evidence.